Good evening and welcome to Ms. Gwenny Eats. As always, I would like to thank everyone for tuning in another Sunday. Take the time, if you like this video, to like, share, and subscribe. This week, I went a little fancy with it. So we have bacon wrap filet. We have potatoes au gratin. I didn't go skinny with them. I went chunky and they came out better. Maybe that's better for me. Anyway, we're doing lobster tail and asparagus. I don't know if you can see the asparagus. Let me spin that around so I can see the asparagus. I kind of overcooked the asparagus, but it's still going to be good. Anyway, and my wine this week is 19 Crimes Cabernet. I love a good cab. And with that being said, let's go. Okay, let's dig into these potatoes. Because y'all know, when I made the potatoes last time, and I did the little thin slices, I ain't like that. It was too, I don't know. I just didn't do a good job. And then I got some advice from one of the ladies from Take Two Catering on how to make them more creamy. And I didn't do the thin slices, but I did do a roux with heavy cream and the cheese and kind of mix it up with the potatoes. And it came out a lot better than it did the first time I tried these. So Take Two Catering, Shanika and Renika, I really appreciate the little heads up on how to make my au gratin potatoes better. I just had to slice them a little different. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like these. I'm gonna eat one of these dry asparagus. It's still crunchy though. Y'all overcooked them. They still had a crunch though. I appreciate that. Okay. And look at the lobster though. I went all extra professional with it. Yep, I did. I said I went fancy. I'm celebrating. One of my bestest friends is having a baby. So we're celebrating that. She's here off camera. And I'm celebrating getting a new position at a new place in a nice size raise. That is always cause for celebration. Okay. See, every once in a while I overcook my lobster, but this right here, very juicy. I done snacked a little bit. Y'all be alright. And the bacon wrap filet, I had to let my filet rest a little longer than hers, because y'all know I like a half done steak. So, of course, it is reddish on the inside. Y'all probably can't see it because I got a little glare. I'm going to figure that out, though. And I got my lobster tails and my steak from Sam's Club. And, you know, I big up Sam's Club a lot because that's where I get my tomahawks from. And they're always awesome and wonderful and delicious. And the bacon is right bacon. That good $10 bacon. Now, it sounds like my son is coming in. Hopefully, he'll see me eating and shut up. That's what I said. Hey. Anyway. So, with that being said, this is my first time doing a bacon wrap filet. I remember some years ago, I used to always buy them already done at the store. It was already bacon wrap. It was like $6. And y'all know from Sam's Club, I did not have a $6 steak this time. They weren't too bad, but you know, decent. But that Wright's bacon, I used to always be real cheap with bacon, and a friend of mine, I went to her house one weekend and she was making bacon and she made the Wright's bacon. It's worth all 10 of those dollars. I have how much it costs in your city, but it's definitely worth it. It's nice and thick. It doesn't overcook fast. And it was perfect for the filet. Like really, really perfect. And I haven't had this 19 Crimes yet. I've had Cali Red. And I had that hard shard that I didn't get to show y'all because my video last week was just, I recorded and then it felt so weird. It was a cooking tutorial and it just didn't move with me. Now when they move with me, I share them, but when they don't, I just can't do that. So y'all have to forgive me for taking breaks sometimes. And I know that may be why I don't have a bunch of followers. So I might just do random stuff for y'all on a Tuesday. Just throw something out there. I know these potatoes are good. And for the potatoes, I did, I put butter, garlic powder, and chives. Like dried chives, you can use fresh chives. It's always what your preference is. So you can use fresh chives, but I use dried chives. It still came out pretty good. And I did them in I did heavy whipping cream, and I did cheddar cheese. And right on the back end, I added some more cheddar cheese and let it melt. And for the lobster tail, I didn't have it in there long. Maybe a good 10-15 minutes. And then after that, I broiled them for just a little bit. And for the lobster tails, I did a little bit of Old Bay, some garlic powder, and butter. Unsalted butter. I melted it with some parsley and kind of brushed it on there. It came out really good. And then, like I said, at the end I broiled it for like a good 2 minutes. Well, until it turns brown. That's about how long you need to broil something, until you see the color. Because if you don't pay attention to it, broil turns into burned real fast. You don't want that to ruin your meal. Ooh. I like the steak, but this lobster stole the show this time. Good God. I got another one off camera. I'm going to smash that thing once I finish this video. Sure is. This one of them times where neither one of the kids are home. I usually get offended because they're not here to eat. But this time I'm glad because me and my knocked up friend, we about to eat these other 2 lobster tails. That's what happens when your kids get grown. You don't have to think about them. They grown. They don't eat them. Oh, well. That is the beauty of when they get grown. Because then you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about if they ate. Did you eat? Well, there's something in there. Go figure something out. But when they're young, you can't do that. You have to make sure they eat. But mine grown, so I'm going to eat. And anybody can feel how they want to feel about it. It's funny because I can see my ring light all in my glasses. It is so funny to me. Let me take them off. I like my glasses, but my ring light is just all glaring all up in there. I usually wear contact lenses for these videos, but this time I want y'all to see my glasses. I thought I was cute. Okay. I still haven't tasted this wine. Have I tasted the wine? Nope, there's no lip print on my glass, so that means I haven't tasted the wine yet. So, let's see how I feel about this 19 Crimes Cabernet. There we go. And a lot of the 19 Crimes wine are not for people who like sweet. Like if you like Stella Rosa, nothing wrong with liking Stella Rosa. It's just a dessert wine and it's sweet and it doesn't have a lot of alcohol content. So if you prefer Stella Rosa, odds are there is not a 19 Crimes wine you will like at all. Because all of them are kind of dry. Even the white ones. The white wines are dry too. So I wouldn't recommend it if you like a sweet wine. Ooh. Now that's good for steak. That is really good for steak. And that's the thing about it though. When you're going to do like a robust or a dry wine, it's normally better with red meat. I had to learn that with time. And chicken, they say use a white wine. But, you know, whatever I'm in the mood for, that's what I'm going to eat. The crunch on this asparagus. Y'all, this asparagus is pretty good. With the asparagus, I did olive oil, salt. Y'all know I'm heavy-handed with the salt. So, however you want to do it, that's your business. But I'm a little heavy-handed. I want it to taste good, but I don't want to have high blood pressure either. But, you know, I make it work. And I don't have high blood pressure. But this is good. And minced garlic. Really good. And I got these from Walmart. And they are really, really thick. And you don't always, it's hit or miss with asparagus. Sometimes you get some thick ones. Sometimes they thin and whack. And these are good and thick. Oh, excuse me. probably should cut more of that stem off. That thing's a little too thick on the bottom. Let me go back to the steak. I was worried that I overcooked it, but I most definitely didn't because this thing is pink on the inside. Speaking of pink, so since my last video, I have discovered the awesomeness of P Valley. When I tell you I was at my friend's house, we were on episode 4, and then I was like, I kept telling everybody, I'm not watching that. Everybody watching it. And when I tell you, now I'm up here, I was up there watching it. I'm on the second time watching it because it's so good. Like that thing, that P Valley is juicy. It goes down in the paint. Not the pink, but the paint. I'd recommend it. I'd recommend it if you're not easily offended by other people's lifestyles. I absolutely enjoyed it. You know, this background noise, be all right. But I absolutely enjoyed it. It is a show I would recommend for people who are not too squeamish. Like I said, you'll find other people's life choices and you'll love it. It has a really good backstory. Yeah, I'm focused on this because when I tell y'all, yeah, it's good. This is one of those times where everything I cook and the wine all went together. Everything is good. I'm enjoying this. And I actually have a new intro. And I want to give a shout out to my homeboy Mike Bang Out Slim for doing my intro and my outro. I had a couple people that, you know, that were working with me, but he's the one that got it done. He got it fast with minimal. The other guys are pretty good too, but Mike was just the one that got it to me faster, and I had the least amount of input, and I loved them. So much respect to the other people who volunteered to help, but in the end, it just wound up being Mike that I wound up using, and Mike and I go way back. You know, we the Facebook homies for a long, long time, so I definitely appreciate him coming through and making my intro and my outro. Just lots to tell. Like, I am seriously like, I cannot wait to eat the rest of it. Now, she knows she could have went in my room and used the bathroom. We went out the toilet. It's okay. Maybe I didn't hear it, but I heard it. All this background noise. But I'm definitely not perfect. Y'all know that because sometimes I just get weeks. Just depends on what I got going on. You see how I made that face? Good gracious alive. Good. I started to do a tutorial, but it was so much going on, and I was just like, I can't. I just get right to mukbang. I hope y'all appreciate it. I hope y'all appreciate it. I'm sure y'all do. I feel like the people that take the time to watch my videos really enjoy my videos, whether I'm cooking, whether I'm eating, whatever topic it is I come up with. I just appreciate y'all. And when I have my breaks, sometimes it's because I have stuff going on in my life. And let me tell you, my last 2 months were pretty eventful and uneventful. But it all turned out for the best, and that's all that matters. I'm coming into 2021 in a better position financially, and everything is just coming together, and I'm trying to slide all that into my personal life too. Y'all see me with my fake ring on? I'm manifesting because I'm gonna have me a husband, and he gonna love me, and I'm gonna love him, and we're gonna cook for each other, and we're gonna do these videos side by side, and we might not do these videos side by side, but I'm definitely manifesting that. So I'm gonna wear this ring, and if I don't get married, I'm fine with that too. I've been doing it by myself. And if I scared you because I put my fake ring up there, you ain't the one. Back to asparagus. Our best part of being single was being able to just eat asparagus whenever you want to. If you don't know, then I don't know what to tell you. If you do, you know what I mean. Okay, back to the steak. I have a cheesecake, but I did not put it up there this week. It's very unfinished. As a matter of fact, I made it for somebody and I overcooked it. So I couldn't give them that. I had to completely remake it, but it still tastes good. It don't look good, but that thing tastes good. In the end, if I'm going to sell somebody a cheesecake, I need it to look good and taste good. Something about both. When it looks good and tastes good, I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take these extra couple bites and cut this one short. Let me savor this. Yeah, I straight wrecked that lobster. It was so good though. It was good. Okay, it's only a little bit of potato, but if I guess I could squeeze them in too. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end my video. And again, I want to thank everyone who takes the time to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all soon.